Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we are back with more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. We are on game number 1, case number 3, and if you remember last time, again, we are investigating this police amusement park, whatever theme, whatever, by the Blue Badger, right? The most important thing is that this amusement park is kind of like the attraction for all the Blue Badger mascot related stuff from the police station. We are trying to get back our close friend and or slash mentor-ish figures son, I think, back. I think he got kidnapped. Then we end up coming across a body and some familiar faces and slowly are uncovering the truth. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to keep on talking about it. Let's just go ahead and jump back into it. If you're ready, then so am I. This is Phoenix Wright. Whoa, again, crazy. This is Ace Attorney Investigations Collection, game number 1, case number 3, part number 10. I think I just nailed it. All right, y'all, let me know. All right, let's dive into it. Let's go. All right, March 13th, 2:34 p.m. Wild Wild West area. Okay. And then, okay. Looks like we got the boot again. With Lance safe, the focus of the investigation will shift solely onto the murder. You mean the infighting between the kidnappers? Yes, and also the identity of the remaining kidnapper. Miles, my boy! Okay, it's this guy and this girl. Tell me it's true. Tell me that you've really found my boy. Yes, Mr. Amano. We found him earlier in the stadium. Then, my little Lance is unhurt? He's not exactly the picture of perfect health, but his life is not... Okay, so we did find Lance in the last episode. I don't know why I forgot that detail. I don't know why I didn't think he was Lance. His name probably literally had... probably literally pegged him as Lance. Is that what it said in the thing? Yeah, we literally had his name right there. He's being questioned right now by Agent Lang. Poor Lance. It must have been so horrible for him to be locked up like a... Okay, let's talk to the both of them. Why y'all so mad, huh? Okay, we know why you're mad. Lance Amano. Miles, my boy, I can't thank you enough. It was nothing. I'm still in shock over what happened to Oliver. But I have to say I'm relieved that Lance is alright. Oh, that's right. I must have forgot to pass this on to Lance as soon as the police are finished with him. What? A letter? My dear... Oh, we'll see. Letter. The way Lance is being chased after by women reminds me of someone I know. I almost can't believe he received yet another love letter, you know. Here, take a look for yourself. Isn't this a breach of confidentiality? Okay, this game is like bugging again. It's a very simple love letter. My dear Lance Amano, may I come see you again? Your beloved Viola. Oh, hey, let me see him. Let me see. That's really weird. It's from a loan company. Tender Lender. Looks more like a collection bill to me. Okay, so Tender Lender does come back into play. Interestingly enough. Huh. Looks more like a collection bill to me. Okay, so Tender Lender. Wait, isn't Viola Cadaverini? Isn't she the... Don't tell me we're about to cross paths with her again. Ain't no way. Hold on. Can we ask him about this? Do you know why your son has ties to Viola Cadaverini? How do we present? We have to use T. Oh, that looks to be something with quite a bit of value. But then all things have some value attached to them. Only by probing deep into the unknown can we become true winners in this world, Miles. What are you talking about? Thanks, but knowledge isn't what's going to make me a winner here. It's information. Right? What are we talking about? Okay. Let's just go back. Let's dial it back a bit. Okay, can we talk to her now? Yeah. Let's get some information from her. Lance Amano. He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me not. Oh, that's the 12th one. No, you can't give up, Lauren. Just one more try. Excuse me, but I can't help but feel a bit sorry for the flowers you've gone through. I suppose. If they were me, then... What? I believe you said that you were Lance's girlfriend when we first met, or that you are Lance's girlfriend when we first met, correct? Yes, I am, but oh, it's not like we both think of each other as lovers. So it's one-sided. So you're a stalker. Okay. But he did give me this ring, so I guess we're not just friends either? That's a ring pop, ma'am. I mean, because this isn't just any ordinary ring. You're licking it. I just saw you lick it. Pause. It tastes so sweet when you lick it. It's so wonderful. You mean to tell me that he gave you a lollipop ring? So which is it? Have you guys decided not decided if you're going out, or is this just one-sided? Decided? Shouldn't the parties involved naturally just know? Oh, Edgeworth. My father used to work for Mr. Amano, and so Lance and I grew up together. I said it out loud. I don't see how that's anything to be embarrassed about. So your father was an employee of the Amano group? What did he do? I heard his job was to fly around the world. On Pegasus. On Pegasus? Oh, Pegasus was the name of the airplane. The airplane belonged to the company. You had me there for a second. But now, it's all changed. My father, he isn't around anymore. Oh, I see. About 10 years ago, he rode in Pegasus off somewhere and never returned. Riding Pegasus to whereabouts unknown. Sounds like the stuff legends are made out of. Or made of, sorry, not made out of. Okay, cool. It's been so long, I don't think I'd recognize him if we were to ever meet again. I'm so sorry, Lauren. But I won't give in to the sadness. I have to live, yes, Lauren, live! She's a basket case. About this incident. Incident? But isn't the kidnapping already over and dealt with? I've been here the whole time, so I'm afraid I don't know much about any other incident. How did you come to know that Lance had been kidnapped? Oh, that's because of my woman's intuition. You based everything on that? I know everything when it comes to my Lance. It's really strange. It must be destiny. Yeah, destiny's not gonna hold up in court, though. She started fantasizing again. So what are you gonna do now, Mr. Edgeworth? We already established that there's a good chance the killer is the other kidnapper. It's my duty to figure out who this other person is. I believe there's one location that might hold a clue or two. The isolation room, probably. Kidnapper's hideout, crime scene. They did talk about someone being in the isolation room. We could probably go to the isolation room. Let's choose isolation room. The place where we were held as prisoners. Hold it! Don't let me in with you! I can't allow you to slander my good name as a great thief by saying I was captured. That's exactly what happened, though. Not really, but like you got yourself caught. That's even more embarrassing, actually, now that you think about it. Not being able to escape from somewhere qualifies you as a caged bird, Kay. Besides, we checked that place out pretty well while we were there, remember? Don't you think it'd be an even better idea to check somewhere else? Perhaps you are right. What I really need right now are the leads to the killer's identity. I believe there is one location that might hold her clue or two. Okay, so the kidnapper's hideout? The obvious location is the kidnapper's hideout. But we're still not allowed in, remember? Agent Lang and his men should be done with this area. In that case, there is no harm in asking that officer over there to let us in. Okay, so this is the right way to go. Right. To the... whatchamacallit. Let's talk. What do you have to report? Sir, nothing unusual or out of the ordinary, sir. Where have I heard such redundancy before? Is it possible for you to let us take a look around inside? Sir! Roger, sir! What the heck? That was surprisingly hassle-free. Are you certain? Didn't Agent Lang order you not to allow me in? Sir! That's true, sir. But Detective Gumshoe asked me personally to let you in, sir. And I couldn't refuse a request from him. Gumshoe got motion, okay. My boy got motion. Wow, looks like Detective Gumshoe has a following. Furthermore, I was asked to give this document to you, sir. What's this? Colin Deveray, the man in this picture. Isn't this Mr. Oliver Deacon? I gotta look back on this guy's profile because I high-key forgot. Amano family okay, so he was the butler. And Lance's private tutor was found dead. Okay, we know that. Okay. So family butler. Okay, so Mr. Oliver Deacon. But the name here says Colin Deveray. And that's the same name as the one on the back of the pendant. It appears that Colin Deveray was his real name. What's this? He was convicted in a case 10 years ago and sent to prison. What? Then what was he doing there? Apparently he broke out of jail and then just vanished. He must have become Oliver Deacon to cover up the fact that he was an escaped felon. Details Oliver Deacon's real name and history. Okay. Now I'm not sure I'm not sure what's going on anymore. Is there some sort of link between the victim's past and this current case? I wouldn't be the first time. These police documents are rather detailed. I should take the time to go give them a thorough read eventually. It's fine. Let's continue one thing at a time, starting with the kidnapper's hideout. Yeah, I agree. We should investigate first. Think later. More than thinking things through, I think you should try remembering things first. Now then, if you could please unlock the door, officer. It was locked up until a little while ago, but since then the door's been wide open, sir. Okay. Yo, what up, Ice? Monica was good. Catching another one of these rides I got off of work. Ice, I'll be back in an hour. Okay, yeah, bet. But yo, Monica, welcome back. Appreciate you. Hope you had a good day. Hope work wasn't too, work. Don't we all? Sir, the door was locked down tight when they went to go check out the room. So they got about 10 officers to help out and break down the door, sir. I see. I guess that means I get Agent Lang's leftovers. Well, let's see what we find. Right. March 13th, 2:55 p.m. Kidnappers hideout. Okay, so this is the hideout. So this is where the kidnappers planned their foul deed. Well, you were tied up for a while in the room next door. Okay, please, must you bring that up again? And don't forget that you came into the room that I was in knowing that I was trapped. And got yourself trapped in the process. So you can't really talk. Now then, down to business. There might still be some clues left in this room. Let's try to find out what we can of the other kidnapper's identity. Begin investigation. Okay, let's look at this. So first thing sticks out to me is this mirror. What's going on here? Watch out, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a broken mirror. It probably came from the haunted house. Why is this here? Are they planning to repair it? Good question. Okay, let's look at this tub of what looks like a costume. This must be where they dispose of old and worn out costumes. That's so sad. It would seem that they throw the costumes away in pieces. Okay, in the hideout there is a trash bin for old and useless costumes. Okay. So that's a piece of evidence. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. So first thing pops up to me is the keys. What's going on with the keys? Examine. I wonder what this key is to. You got me. It reminds me of the key we found in the other room. That's it! This must be the key from one of those trapdoors. That wasn't a trapdoor. You only call it one because you quite literally jumped into it. Hey, but isn't that what you're supposed to do when you see one? I'm not having this conversation with you. Yeah, but when I bring it up, now it's just not worth bringing up or talking about, huh? Cheap styrofoam cups. Looks like only 3 cups were used. Okay, so there are 3 people in this room at one point. Based off of the cups that we're seeing. Unless you're like me and you like to forget you have cups lying around and you just keep making yourself a fresh one. A poster of Gatewater Land is stuck on this wall. Intrigue, fun, prestige. Gatewater Land has it all and it's waiting for you. It's not especially catchy, is it? Nah, it ain't. It ain't. Chairs. Folding chairs, and by the looks of it, they were probably used by the kidnappers. There are 3 chairs set around the table. Okay, so 3 chairs, 3 cups. Think that's 2 pieces of evidence that definitely go together. Alright, I say let's go back. Now let's go back into it. Okay, so yeah, we found everything we needed to find. Let's check this banner out. A sign advertising the photo rally, something I have absolutely no interest in. Yeah, but I do, and I'm going to get my hands on the rest of the Badger family, you'll see! She definitely brings a decidedly different atmosphere to a criminal investigation. Okay. Unused folding chairs lean against the wall in their folded state. Wow, whoever lined these up did it perfectly. There's not even a single hair off. I'd feel bad using these because it'd be like stealing the perfection away. I suspect it's more like you wouldn't want to be the one to put them away. Okay. Check this out. Hey, there's a trapdoor in this room too! It's not a trapdoor, it's an entrance to an underground passage, Kay. I know that! The door leading to the outside world was locked, so Lance must have escaped his prison through here. Ooh, okay. This door is thoroughly broken thanks to police who forced it open. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny, so first off we have the trapdoor. The panel that hid the entrance to the underground is propped up and wide open. Be careful of where you step, Kay. And I only fell into the other opening once, you know. Yeah, okay, yeah, sure. Looks like a sword. A broken sword. Ooh, okay. Strange. Why would it be broken like that? Found lying next to the door, broken cleanly in half. Nice. Swords don't usually break on their own. That's true. Alright then, let's think about it in this way. Maybe it broke when someone was trying to use it. Wait, what? What did it say? Try to use it for or on something. Hypotheticals aren't going to get us anywhere. Perhaps we should think more on this later. Probably a good idea. What's this? That doorknob handle thingy is looking pretty beat up. I suppose that's what happens when 10 officers break their way in with brute force. Hey, that's odd. The lock on this is completely fine. Look, not a single dent. But how is that possible after what the officer just told us? Yeah, if the lock had been in use when the door was busted down, then the lock itself should be completely wrecked. So the lock on the door leading to the outside is undamaged. How can that be? So the door had to be forced open, yet the lock is intact? Was it not locked? Okay, now let's look at the barrels. Ooh, they have barrels like these just outside. Yes, and? Well, I know I already asked you when we were out there, but if these were real, what would you put in them? There's an expectant gleam in her eyes that I'm about to dash. Okay. Was that what he said, that I'm about to dash? Okay, so that looks to be all of this, pretty much everything. I don't think there's anything that we've missed. Pretty thorough investigations. Let's see, let's look through this hole again, maybe. Beyond this door is where the kidnappers held you after getting the jump on you. Must you keep reminding me? But it's the room where I got to see your awesome face. You didn't need to remind me of that mortifying moment either. Okay. Kay just wants to embarrass me, bro. Like what? Are you good, Kay? Okay. Like, do we need to have a conversation? This is not what I need to do. Let's try to piece some information together, shall we? Okay, I say we put the chairs and the cups together so we can definitively say that there are probably at least 3 people in the room. The common denominator between the cups and the folding chairs is the number 3. Speaking of which, the number of missing costumes is also 3. Ah, didn't even peep that. So why are there 2 different shelves? I probably missed this. So there's 2 different shelves worth of costumes, but we're only counting the bottom row. Wait, but I thought there were only 2 kidnappers. Indeed, something isn't adding up. Literally. Is it possible that there is a 3rd kidnapper that Lance didn't see? Okay, then I say, so we got a broken prop sword. So definitely a broken prop sword in the door, I feel. Yeah. It's a bit strange that the police had to force their way into an unlocked room. One look at the pristine door lock and anyone could see that it was not in use at the time. But the policeman outside said it took 10 men to get it open. A door that was locked tight, despite it being not locked at all. It can only be because of this. Oh, you mean? Yes, it was used to jam the door. Here, take a look at the door handle. Do you see how the handle is completely destroyed? So that's how the sword broke? Okay. Nice. I thought that we might uncover the true identity of the kidnappers, but instead we've only uncovered more questions that need to be answered. So, what? Whoa. What is it? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, am I correct? What are you doing suddenly popping out of the secret entrance like that? This is an underground passage used by staff members, sir. We Badgers also make use of it in our duties. Look, why don't you get out of there first and then we'll talk, okay? I beg your pardon, miss. This creepy proto-badger prototype. Proto-badger, get! Alright, only 1 more to go. What are you getting all excited about? Did you forget? The photo rally, duh. See, look, now all I have to do is get a picture of the bad badger and I'm done. Yes, I vaguely recall a contest or something of the sort. Where are you going? I don't like that you just... What? It's gone! But where did it go? Huh? What happened? What's wrong? A bad badger costume is missing, sir! Oh, is that all? Well, it's missing because the kidnapper stole it. I heard about how they were stolen, but they said that only 3 of the costumes have been taken. What? Is he saying that more than 3 of them are gone? Mr. Proto Badger, please tell us a little more about these costumes that you use. Wait, yeah, talk to me, because I might be getting confused. I need to get my bearings straight. What did you mean by a bad badger costume is missing? Why, just what I said, sir. We are 1 bad badger short. Counting the spares, we have 2 of each costume on hand at all times. Okay, so because one of them is walking around in the park, the other should be in that room. Oh, actually, both of them should be in that room. Huh? What do you mean? Normally, we don't use the Bad Badger costumes. In fact, we only use them during a certain event at a set time each day. Okay. Interesting. Oh wait, I accidentally hit continue. I meant to get the screenshot for that, but then let's go through the history and go see what they said. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's the stage show where the Bad Badger wreaks havoc around the park, and the other Badgers must work together to apprehend him, sir. I'm speechless that such a show exists. Yeah, because all it's gonna take is a ah man. Hey, Bad Badger gotta have a bad day and then something's going off. Something's popping off, literally. Well, sir, I was just trying to explain to you the only time that we use the costume. Apparently, the guy in the Proto Badger costume is the bellboy from Game 1. Wait, really? Interesting. Huh. Then doesn't that make it near impossible to take a picture of the Bad Badger? Personally, I can't believe that it's this close to the showtime and there's no costume. So, like, you mean bellboy is in like the guy who was in the April May case, right? Like the guy from the hotel, and I assume probably in other cases too. Oh dear, what am I to do, sir? All this basically means is that the kidnapper stole 4 costumes in total. Then are you saying that there are 4 kidnappers? No, I don't think that's very likely. Oh? Recall the costumes for a minute. Okay, Edward's about to break it down for you guys, of course, because I definitely know what's happening. I just, you know, I just want him to reiterate for everybody who's watching, you know. Edward says that he wouldn't watch a Steel Samurai live show. Oh, it says that like he wouldn't watch a Steel Samurai live. Yeah, doesn't he also have Steel Samurai paraphernalia in his office? He definitely a fan, and I think we already went over that he might already have an affinity to something in his office. What was it? It was in the first case of this game. The stolen ones, you mean? Yeah. So what proves that a 4th kidnapper does not exist? So I'm gonna assume that's definitely this right here.
Take that!
The pink badger costume. If you had 4 people and you had wanted to steal a 4th costume, wouldn't you naturally go for the full set and steal a pink badger costume instead? Yeah, that makes sense. And yet, the kidnappers decided to steal another Bad Badger. I believe the culprits needed 2 Bad Badger costumes, but the question is, why? So a fourth stolen costume by the 3-person kidnapper group. Where's the other costume? Okay, so are there 8? So there are 8 total costumes, and then but only 4 of them are used at any given time. And then I think that's what would make sense. So the 3 kidnappers would have stolen the 3 costumes that were available. Yes, that bellboy. He also shows up briefly in... Oh, okay, cool. Dope. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying about these games. They love to bring back characters sometimes, but it's like very random. And the cameos just are like just out of nowhere. Appreciate that though. Okay, so we just went over that, right? We just went over the fact that the 3 costumes were stolen. Let's look at that again. Some of the coaches need 2 Badger costumes. Question is why? So we need 2 Bad Badger costumes for what? Let's do some deduction. Okay, so unaccounted Badger and I'm gonna read these just for my own understanding because I might be misunderstanding some stuff and I want to align my thought process. So a 4th stolen costume by the 3-person kidnapping group. Where is the other costume? So there's 2 of each. So I was right about that. In the hideout there is a trash bin for old and useless costumes. So there's this. So 4th stolen costume by the 3-person kidnapping group. Where's the other costume? And it is the costume pieces here, and it was done because there was a gunshot wound in it, or a hole in it maybe. I mean, there's only 2 pieces of evidence. I'm just trying to connect the dots so that when we actually do get to this point, we can actually explain it better, or I can. The 2nd Bad Badger costume, I believe, may be closer at hand than we think. What do you mean? Right here. That costume in the trash. Wouldn't you say that it's wearing some very telltale pants? Hey, you're right. Let's get it out of there and take a look. As I suspected, it's a Bad Badger costume. Well, minus the head. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. Okay, so let's look at this. Look, its hand is hurt. It looks more like something was ripped off of it. Okay, something was ripped off of it. I wonder why this Bad Badger's costume right hand is torn up like that. Maybe it's a flesh wound from a fight with the Blue Badger. I always knew the Blue Badger was one ferocious beast. I somehow doubt that even real badgers are as bloodthirsty as that, Kay. You never know. Apparently hippos are incredibly deadly. I never knew that. Okay. So wait. Oh my gosh, I just got it. Is this okay? Hold on. The gun. The gun. Do we have the gun? Or the sword? It might be the I was thinking the gun, because like if the Bad Badger has a gun, but like why would the gun be stuck to his hand though? Thought I was cooking for a second there, but I will still say lack of blood, tender lender, deacon drip. Wait. Oh, that wasn't it. That was not, I wasn't trying to do that. I messed up. I meant to just click on the inspection thing. Hold on, before I even go back into that so that doesn't happen again. That was not what I meant to do. I meant to just click this. Whereabouts after his escape. So he's got dominant hand right. Stole a gun from a guard during his escape. We thought he might head for where his wife and sole daughter are, but despite our surveillance, he has yet to show up. So how could he have been a butler if bro was on the run? I guess he just literally got in disguise. Bro was LARPing as a butler for years. Stole a gun from a guard during his escape. We thought he might head for where his wife and sole daughter are, but despite our surveillance, he has yet to show up. Okay. Maybe we try the sword. Now that will be my first legitimate guess. That is like the first thing that I'm thinking of. It's like maybe he was using the sword to open the door. This is a clear. Okay, no. Okay, let's look through our evidence again. Missing something here. So the Bad Badger has a gun. I mean, it could be the gun, but I don't know. I don't know if this would be the evidence to do it though. His head was left in the isolation room. Okay, because this doesn't really contradict anything though. One of each in the park. Kidnapper stole 3 costumes, a blue, a proto, and a Bad Badger. And then we have a bullet entered his abdomen, exited his shoulder. Body was moved from somewhere. Okay, that was just the thing. Likely wearing one due to the footprints. May I come see you again, my beloved Viola. Or your beloved Viola. Okay. Okay, so it's not the sword. Can't believe some of that again. I say let's go back and then let's do another investigation of the... I want rest of it. Okay, so let's see if we can deduce anything else from this before we try to make any more deductions. There are 3 folding chairs. I can't say they're arranged nearly as nicely as their siblings to the right. You think so? I think they're just fine, like a bunch of used chairs ought to be. I'm beginning to think you must not keep a you must keep a most chaotic room. Hey, don't slander and sigh at me all in one shot. Okay, we're just talking. Unused folding chairs leaning against the wall in their folded state. The ones over by the table probably came from the stack. Right. Okay, I think we've got everything. So yeah, it really just comes down to deduction now. Okay, so I think maybe it's this. Talk about the gun. I believe what we have here is an inconsistency. Okay, between what? Okay, so look carefully. Our costume is not holding something in its right hand that it should be. So is the gun stuck to the hand? Oh, the gun! Precisely. The Bad Badger was designed to always hold a gun in his right hand. Okay, so the gun was stuck on. However... You there! Did you remove the gun from this Bad Badger's right hand? No, I did not, sir. The gun is supposed to be securely attached to the costume. As I thought, the rip itself confirms my hypothesis that the gun was forcibly removed. Mr. Proto Badger, the gun is, of course, not a functioning weapon, correct? Absolutely not, sir. It's just a model gun. However, it can fire blanks. We need to use them for the stage show. It seems that our kidnappers also had a need for the model gun, my dear costumed friend. But for a gun that can shoot blanks? So, missing model gun, jotted down in my organizer. Okay, investigation complete. Give me my health back. Ah, that was easy. That wasn't really that difficult. I think we're about done with this room. So what's next? Well, we found a few answers, but there are still a few things left that we have to ask a certain person about. Let's go, Kay. Okay, March 13th, 3:34 p.m. Wild West area. Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Hustle, boy, hustle. You got it early, sir, come on. What is it, detective? They found the Blue Badger costume down in front of the main gate, sir. What? Isn't that what one of the kidnappers was wearing? Bingo, that's why you gotta come to the main gate with me right now. If we hurry, we might still be able to get there before the wolf boy does, sir. Alright, let's make haste to the main gate. Oh my gosh, that felt very short. Just going off of what we were able to gather, right? From all that investigation. Seems that, again, we're just uncovering more layers to this. I think So I think I probably missed it. Y'all can let me know if I did or not. But I think that there was 3 costumes that were stolen, which I know that for a fact, that's in our evidence. But I think they were talking about how they cycle in 4 of the costumes, but there's 2 sets, and either that or there's 8 total workers in there at any given point, or 4 workers at any given point, and they cycle out the costumes, something like that. But that's how we're able to tell that they were able to, or that's how we're able to tell that there were 3 thieves of the 3 boxes that had empty boxes outside of the other 4 on top. It kind of is complicated only because I feel like I probably missed this, or I probably am forgetting, so I may have to go back and look at that again. But yeah, it's interesting stuff. Also, Viola's gonna play a part in this, maybe. She wrote Lance a letter, apparently, from Tender Lender. As you guys know, Tender Lender was the loan office that was in Trials and Tribulations, the 3rd Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney game. Viola comes from like the mob/mafia, I guess, background. So I don't know. We'll see how she fits into this. I feel like the story is like, I still have no idea where they're gonna take this, to be honest. Seems like it's gonna be a long bit of going back and forth and trying to figure out who did this. Like, I feel like some of the people we've talked to had to have been a part of it. Could have just been 3 random people at this point. Like, we have to be at least close to halfway through this case, if not halfway already. And so far, I feel like the biggest suspects in my book are the lady Pops, or whatever her name is, Lauren Pops, or Popos or something. I think she I don't know, she seems suspicious. Potentially Viola, or Viola, however you want to pronounce her name. And then I think honestly, I don't think Lance is a part of it per se, but I mean, I don't know, because there's the door was jammed open with a sword from the inside, almost like it was set up to look like that. I don't know, that remains to be seen though. But anywho, if you guys did enjoy that episode, please make sure you hit that like and that subscribe button. If you are new, also hit that alert bell notification so you never miss when I post a video or when I go live. We also have a link in the description below to our Discord if you want to join that. You'll also be notified through there as well, and if you want to spark up some conversation through that, you can. If not, totally fine. We do also have the comment section below, so if you want to reach out, say anything, you know, talk about your favorite part of the case, who your favorite character is, whatever, anything Ace Attorney or channel related, feel free, and I will respond to your comments. But in the meantime, in tweet time, y'all, I appreciate you as per usual, and I will see you guys in the very next video. Peace, y'all.